sitting like there. Durr.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday.
Yeah,
Here we are again. My favorite day of the week.
Mine too.
You know that?
Yeah, mine too.
It really is.
It kind of is nice because it breaks up the week too.
It does.
It's hump day.
Yeah, for sure. And Vera and I wanted to start out with telling you a little bit about a couple of things that we have going on. We have Vera's letter questions on our website for psychic answers.
Yeah, that's new.
And it's a brief answer.
Right.
A brief question, a brief answer type of service. And then for the longer readings, you have your past life readings.
And advice from the other side. God, we have a lot of services.
Yeah.
And the angel one.
You can never have too many good things.
That's true.
Hello, Lindsay.
Hallelujah. Hey, Lindsay.
And past lives and angels, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my angel art for all the protection and healing and empowerment.
There you go.
It's around us every day, and messages. But let's see. Now, Vera, was there anything else going on in our lives right now that we wanted to share?
Our class that we're going to be doing in April.
I'm really excited
Past
about
life
that class.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting.
The Cell Memory Past Life class.
So that'll show you how to experience a past life.
Aw, Lindsay. Lindsay's telling you she's going to buy one of these services.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's about it, huh?
Yep, that's about it right now.
And of course, our show.
Yeah.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. Oh, she's cute.
Sammy's on there too.
Oh, hi, Sammy.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, we have a very interesting topic today.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into it, we do have a comment from one of our viewer friends that we promised we were going to get into.
Okay,
let me go over here now. This is from Jackie, and Jackie Mack is asking, my daughter was having some health issues, a lot of pain months before surgery, and I began seriously praying for her. One night I went towards her room about 3 a.m. and I heard voices. I thought the TV was still on. When I stepped near the threshold, the voices stopped and her TV was off. The second time it happened, I heard the voices again. One woman was debating with a group of about 2 or 3 others. Another time I thought that was the TV was on again, but after a second I realized that the TV wasn't on. Once I stepped near the doorway again, they stopped. It was clearly a group, and there was a conversation that was very lively. The third time it happened, I knew that they were angels. The conversation was again very lively, and I perceived them to be very tall. I didn't see them, but that's what I felt. The main talker was on one side of the room, and the others were on the other side. And just as before, once as I almost reached the entry of the door, they stopped. The third time was the last time I'd heard them. My daughter had her surgery and is fine now.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Yeah.
When praying for her, she has a disability and her life has been a long struggle. But she is one of the most optimistic people you will ever meet. That's so amazing how that turns out. Because people that have everything sometimes are the most depressed. For whatever reason, because we don't know their chart.
Right.
You know? But then you have other people that you can see they have issues and they're the happiest.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how human beings are.
Isn't that the truth?
It's so different for everybody. That's why it's never, ever boring. Because we're not boring people.
Right. It was interesting, you guys, if you didn't have a chance to see our last episode. Hola.
Dime. This is I haven't seen
a new friend.
Yeah.
Welcome. But if you didn't have a chance to see last week, it was a really cool past life reading on a gal that had a teardrop. And that was really neat. And her birthmark teardrop was, no matter what she goes through, she always had that, she kept her optimistic mindset. And it kind of reminds me of what you were just saying.
Because it's not just tears of sadness, it's tears of joy.
And she was very optimistic and kept that, no matter how
So that was her reminder, yeah.
Yeah, reminds me of that. But yeah, so Vera, we would like to know, what is going on at Jackie's house where every time she gets close to the threshold of her daughter's door?
She's witnessing or hearing people in the healing lab.
Wow.
Yeah, so She's pretty close. I mean, there's angels there, but
Right.
it was really her guides that were
Wow.
talking and saying all that stuff, and yeah, it's pretty neat.
You guys, isn't that awesome? So she's talking about the healing lab on the other side.
Yeah,
And so
that we
it's,
can go visit in dream time, or in meditation,
but you
or in
know,
hypnosis.
isn't it cool, Vera, how open spiritually that Jackie is?
Yeah,
That she can
here.
literally actually hear them talking. It is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, and her daughter has really, like she said, lively guides, and
That's cool.
and one of them is like really funny.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So,
really neat.
yeah. So it was like he kind of
Wow.
keeps everybody, all the other guides, in check, pretty much.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Lindsay was just saying, oh my goodness, sometimes my dreams feel so real. And I feel sad that they aren't.
I know.
But yeah,
Because you're visiting the other side.
Exactly.
And it's such an amazing feeling. It's like you don't want to go back, but you have to.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So sometimes our dreams are more
Because you
than
have
just
things
a
to
dream.
do, Lindsay.
Yeah.
You can't go yet.
For sure.
Yeah.
Would that be due to the fact that late at night she was yes, because we're more open at night. We're more psychically
Especially
open.
369 numbers, yeah.
Yeah, that was
12.
the thing we've heard about the 3 o'clock hours.
Is
One of the
really when it's active.
we can get a lot of messages from our guides or
Yeah.
wake up from dreams that are just really significant dreams.
And remember, guys, we don't just have a third eye, we have a third ear. I know that sounds weird, but we do. We're able to hear things that normally it's just a different realm.
You know, I have to share a message that I got one time. Well, it was not really to share the message, just the fact that I got it. I was so excited, and it was from Angus. And I was waking up, and I heard him say, well, I'll just tell you what it was. I heard him say, the more light and dark within a person, the more shadow. Because I was going through a situation with the person that I worked for at the time. But I didn't even know it was Angus because I didn't know who that was yet.
Oh.
But he told me later that was him. It was really cool, but it was the third ear.
Yeah.
But I was so excited because I actually heard something. I was like, oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
a message.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
anyway,
That's cool.
it's very cool.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they
wow.
are real because you are on the other
Yes.
side and you're experiencing things there, and then plus you're dreaming about past lives. That's real. 'Cause that's-
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Now,
there's something else that we're supposed to do too.
well,
There was another, I think, birthmark or something.
There was. Let me go find that.
Or we can talk about
There was a
Tupac.
couple. We have Tupac
Is it
coming
Tupac
up.
or Tupac?
Yeah, you guys, is it Tupac or Tupac? Let's go back over and see what they say. I think it's Tupac, but it looks like it's spelled Tupac. They'll let us know.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we have a birthmark question. And if anybody would like more information, Pac. Okay, she says Pac. So that's
Who
good.
said Pac?
Deborah. Deborah's in the know.
Tupac. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Sammy said Tupac. So which is it, guys?
Yeah. Okay. Now, Vera likes to give some of the information, obviously, for our birthmarks and everything. But if you want more of a in-depth reading about our past lives, you can always go to our website, soulsenlightenment.com, for a whole reading, because you kind of like touch on different things. But if they want to get really into how it affects this life and more,
Right.
then you can always go to her services for a past life, present life reading. Okay, so you want me to read this one here at the top? This is from one of our viewer friends, A29 CISNEROS.
Cicero.
A29
I'm not even gonna try.
Cisneros.
Cisneros.
There
what
we
it
go.
is, Yeah.
All right, they're saying, I have a question about a dream I had about my birthmark. I have a red circular spot on my forehead between my two eyebrows. I dreamt that I was...
So it was a lifetime that she had.
Oh, are we still going? It's frozen.
Did it freeze again?
Yep.
I hate my life right now. Cancel that. I don't.
Vera, we gotta use my phone.
Yeah. Whoa, grr. Something's wrong with my phone. Wait, it's still going.
We can hear you.
Oh, you can? Maybe it'll unfreeze. What do you think?
Well, they can hear us.
We can hear you. Okay, well, just keep going. Take that off.
All right.
You just won't see us making faces. Now I can pick my nose and
Just go with it. Okay, we will.
Okay.
All right. So,
she was shot in the head, but it was a life also in India. Is it India where they have the red?
Yes.
So that's.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So, but she was shot in the head.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, what's the significance?
And she wasn't very. I mean, she was young. You know about how that works because she was a. Yeah, that happens all the time. Spirits messing with the.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But your messages are still heard. So that's good to know.
So she was a young girl.
Okay.
And she was trying to get away.
Oh.
And then she was caught and she was held. And that's what they did.
Okay, you mean in India?
In India.
What did they do? What do you mean?
Well, she was trying to run away from people that were keeping her hostage, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Because they were making her.
Oh. You like sexual abuse type of thing. Got it. Okay. So she had that life, and then she also got shot in the head.
No, that was the same life.
In the same life. Oh my gosh. Wow.
But she has to remember, and the reason why she has that. You are so cute,
That
Roxanne.
is cute, Roxanne.
She has to remember of her strength. That's why she has it there.
Wow.
The third eye birthmark. Because she stood up to them. She wasn't going to take it anymore. And she wasn't afraid to die. Because she knew there was life after death. Oh my gosh,
I just got the
chills. I know, I did too. So that's what she was trying to remember.
Wow.
Or not trying to remember, that's what she's... Her strength.
Wow.
That, you can be held hostage in different situations, right? Not always. But she was willing to, take that chance and go. But what happened also, too, was other girls got away. Oh. So she helped, I think there was 6 of them.
Right.
But she was the one that was caught because she was waiting till they all got out.
Wow, what strength.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's her little badge of honor.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, so hopefully you don't have headaches from that past life. But, I kind of doubt it. I hope so, because it was such a strength that she had. So it wasn't, it was, what do they call it whenever it was, oh God, how do they say it? When it's so traumatic and it was unjust.
Right.
And it was very unjust.
Right.
You carry that negativity and that pain and all that.
Right.
But hers was unjust, but it was different because she did it with strength and courage, and you can kill me, but you're not going to kill my soul.
Yeah. So she turned it into a positive.
Positive. Mm-hmm.
And that's the strength.
I don't know. That would be interesting, huh, Deborah? So if she hears about it, then if she can let us know if she has any of that Hindu or Buddhist inclinations. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, and too, it's that strength of, that in itself is a strength, because she not internalized it, but it was that is a positive for her because of her strength, not what they did, but her is the focus is on her, not them.
Exactly.
Her positive, not their negative. And that in itself is just awesome.
So hopefully she doesn't. If she does, then she can just release it, let it go. Like doing the tools that we've used before. You can blow that negativity in a balloon and let it go, and then you replace it with something positive so that negativity can't come back. Right. Or anything. You can put it in a bag and let it go down the river. You can put it in a box and blow it up. Different things.
Like in a meditative state, focusing on that.
And you can, I guess you could do it literally.
That's
you can get a balloon and just let it all over.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, okay.
Oh, yeah, is it Malala?
Yes,
Malala, something.
yeah.
Yeah, she.
That is true.
Oh my God, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
amazing, amazing
Mm-hmm.
soul, little Malala.
And look, they didn't shut her up either.
Mm.
Well, they kind of shut
Exactly.
the other lady up, but yeah.
But not her spirit.
No.
She's back.
Yeah. And I think there was another one, and maybe we could do that one next time, so we don't
Yeah,
have so many
yeah.
birthmarks.
We'll do that one next
So
time.
we promised the lady with the birthmarks that go down her leg.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
get her
do her
next time for sure. Next
time.
Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
All right,
All
let's
right.
get to Tupac.
Tupac Shakur. I think that's how you say it.
It sounds right to me.
Yeah. So what I got from him that really stood out was that he was the son of a plantation owner who owned slaves. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And-
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. So Tupac was the eldest
And I guess
son.
just what we were, because what we've read in the past about him,
Uh-huh.
just
What did you read?
his quotes, some of his quotes about.
Oh, right now, you mean before we did this?
Yeah. Some of
But
his
we didn't
quotes.
research it before. I just want people to know that.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
This I got last night.
Yeah.
So he was the eldest son, and his father was showing him the ropes on how to run the plantation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because he was the eldest, and he was the one that was supposed to take over for his dad. And he was made to do things that he didn't want to do, that he didn't like doing, that he didn't want to do, but he had to, because he had to do what his father said. Back then they were more afraid of fathers and
Right.
stuff like that. I guess afraid, I shouldn't say that, but they did what they were told.
Yeah,
pretty
right,
much.
right.
Not like nowadays.
Yeah, right.
And he was also very close to his mammy. It's not a
Oh.
nanny. I think it's a mammy, is what they, or he called her anyway. And that was a black slave that took care of the children,
Right, right.
And that was his mother in this life, in Tupac's life.
Really?
Yeah, his mother took care of him
Aw.
in that plantation life.
Wow.
Yeah. So he had to do something to reprimand her. His father
Oh, no.
made him do something, and he was like, it broke him because he
Aw.
loved her so much.
That is so sad.
Yeah. And so he and whenever he was having to beat her, and he would look at her, and he was trying not to show that he didn't
How
want
much
to,
he cared
because
for
the
her.
father would
Do it even more.
beat him and he beat her,
I see.
So she looked at him, and the look that she gave him was like, you have to do it. She was worried about him,
Aw.
and said, like, without even having to say anything, just
Right.
looking at him, it was like, just do it, and
Yeah.
we'll work it out later or whatever. But she was telling him kind of like, it's okay, I know what you
Wow.
have to do it, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a movie, 12 Years a Slave.
There's a smile scene. It was so hard to watch.
Oh,
similar
similar.
scene. Got it.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie, have you?
No, no.
And but he ended up hating his father he hated him from the beginning, but it was like
That did it.
with a passion.
Wow.
Hated his father. And then what he did was killed his father.
Did he
He
really?
yeah, it was like, because his father was just this horrible man. Would
Wow.
beat his white mother. He would beat the children. He beat the animals. He was just a horrible man.
God.
And so it broke him to have to do that to his mammy, right?
Oh.
And so he committed suicide. He hung himself.
But he killed his father first.
He killed his father first, and then he hung himself
wow.
at the tree that they hung the slaves.
Oh my God. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah. So, he has that. I don't know
Wow.
that much about Tupac, but I don't know that much about him. But anyway, if there was anger, it's coming from that lifetime.
Wow.
But as well as he also had a black life, but I didn't get that much about this, but he had a black life right before this one, I think. And then where he was betrayed by black people,
Oh,
his own people. So he was black in that life.
I see.
And Rihanna was in that life with him.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's so interesting.
Yeah. And I really don't know. I'm getting sisterish, or it could be like they were like sisters, but they weren't really blood
So
kind of thing.
he was a woman in that life.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, but yeah. So he has like this. I don't know if in Tupac's life he didn't trust anybody, or I don't know. But there was, because he had this white life and then this black life.
Right.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
So there was betrayal and anger, and so yeah. So when somebody betrayed him in this life, it was huge. It was big for him. He was like not going to take it.
Wow.
Good soul that had to do and learn because he chose life.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my gosh, that just gave me chills.
What
Lindsay
Lindsay
said he
said?
was killed by other black people in this life,
Oh, wow.
and in the other life too,
I see.
in the black life.
Was it
before
the
that.
same individuals?
I don't know. But in this life, I believe he was killed by a record producer. I'm not sure. That's what I get. I don't know if that's what's happened, but he was killed by a record producer.
But was it the same soul that killed him in that other life too, before this one?
I don't think so.
I see.
No.
So it's just the same lesson.
But the same lesson, yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So, last question on that. Well, it doesn't have to be the last.
No, not yet. He has not come back. Oh, Suge Knight. I don't know. I think so.
Do you pick up on any message that he might have from the other side?
Oh, Suge Knight was the producer,
Oh.
record producer. If any message in this life is he's saying to like not be as angry and still get the things done. But sometimes that righteous anger, and that's what he had, it was more righteous than just there was the black life that he was betrayed. He had more anger that was detrimental to him.
I see.
The white life, it was righteous anger.
Right. I
And
see
there's a
what you're
difference.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Big time.
Yeah.
So he was carrying it from the other time.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's all I got. I don't
Wow.
really know that much. I mean, I haven't really. I got that, and then I just also he had the where he was betrayed
Mm-hmm.
before he was betrayed in this life too.
I see.
But it was kind of like a close knit family type
I
thing,
see.
and yeah, it was like he was blindsided. He never saw it coming. So I don't know if in this lifetime, in Tupac's life, that he knew something was coming, or he was blindsided as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the feeling that I'm getting from him was that he didn't think it was a serious. He thought it was just like a, you know how you pick a fight with somebody, but it's really not. It's just to get in the news and kind of like a friendly
publicity
competition.
type of thing.
Yeah.
I see.
He was taking it as that, but
Uh-huh.
it got out of hand.
I see.
Yeah. So I don't know who this Suge person is or anything, but yeah.
Wow.
I don't think he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he was like, he's saying that he would love to be on Earth right now
Really?
because of what's going on politically.
Oh man.
He would be on fire. Yeah.
So basically, you're saying his message is
He's not coming back.
righteous anger is good, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Because that's what fed his music,
Mm-hmm.
the righteous anger. But there was also this little underlying don't trust people
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah, and that can really hinder us,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it can also be something that not destroys us, but because we've talked before about somebody that we know that if they allow their anger to take over himself, that it could destroy himself.
Yeah. Because anger does. It just breaks you down. And then it makes you sick.
Right.
You know. But righteous anger fuels the soul, I think.
I mean, I think also too, righteous anger is a good release, don't you? Because you have to have some type of valve to get it out so that it doesn't internalize and affect us in our relationships and in our health and so forth.
We don't, Deborah wants to ask, so in essence, he has completed his soul's purpose because he's not coming back? No. You still continue your soul's purpose on the other side.
Yeah.
It's just you're not getting that quick education that you get here.
Right.
You still learn and, progress on the other side.
Yeah, I mean,
because you're going to be helping people, you're going to be in orientation. You're not sitting around floating on a cloud.
Exactly.
Playing a harp.
Yeah, I mean, some people on the other side, they're doing research, or like you said, they're helping people that are coming home from incarnating, helping them heal, or you're helping people to write their charts and come in, or whatever your specialty is.
Lectures, there's all kinds of stuff.
Some people are work with animals and do research on the earth and or where we're going to be incarnating. Right. All kinds of stuff. Yeah. But so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that about
Tupac.
Yeah. That's really neat, and it's really special to hear about how he shared this life with his mammy again.
Yeah.
As his mother. That's mommy. Really special.
They no, he won't carry that anger.
Because he worked it through in this life. That's awesome.
I want to see a good movie with him in it. Poetic justice.
You know what I thought is really cool too about this subject is that him working through his anger, another way to do that is through different ways, but one is the creative field that he went into, was working it out through his music, working out through his poetry,
his rap or whatever.
It's really great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, Vera, thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
You're awesome.
Thanks.
And you guys, thank you for sharing your time with us because we love your questions, we love your company, and we love your spirit.
Oh, here comes Pee-wee.
Yep, here he is.
All right. You guys have a great week, and we love you.
And we will see you next Wednesday.
Natalie Wood. Oh, Natalie Wood.
Maybe we'll talk about her next Wednesday.
Yeah, because Robert Wagner is in a little bit of...
He's taking in some heat.
Yes, he is, and deservedly so.
That was so suspicious. I mean,
come on. Because he was having an affair with Christopher Walken, and she walked in. And that's why she wanted to get off the boat, or a ship, whatever it was.
Oh my God. If you guys could see our faces right now, my jaw is hanging open. Because I just read something.
He got away with murder.
I just read something that was about that he was jealous of her and Christopher.
Yeah.
That was to try to put put everybody off the right trail. Wow. Well, stay tuned, you guys.
Yeah. What was that? Why did we have to learn about slaves? Why did these souls choose this life of slaves? It was truly bad for most, but tormented for most. Was American slavery. Well, can you imagine the strength, the souls of these, any of us that have to go through something as horrific as what as slavery. Black people went through with slavery. I mean, come on. Some people have shackles that are imposed by other people that aren't really there. So there's different ways of learning that lesson. And they took it on as God, how do you say it? Whenever they all came in mass, right? And they knew what they were going to have to go through. Wow. Yeah. So it just like the Native Americans, right? They knew that it was going to be a genocide, and they still fought to the end. And the women, the witch hunts all over everywhere. Oh yeah. I mean, there's so many groups. Yeah. Isn't there? But the strength of the soul, warriors. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And come on. And just like how we started out this episode talking about this gal with her birthmark right here between her eyes, the strength that no matter what they did, they didn't destroy her. No, and that's the same with... Or her strength. the slave situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
Because you could
awesome,
look at it as like,
actually.
oh my God, we were, beat down, and you were,
Of course. Yeah, of
you know,
course.
but also a badge of courage that you were able to, keep going.
Yeah.
Because, oh my gosh,
But
some of the stuff that I saw that he had to go through, Tupac, with this white slavery thing, it was horrific. And then for a human being to do that to another human being, but think of them as property and not
right.
human,
Exactly.
there's, yeah.
That's what we come into life
Yeah.
for, is to overcome that, and
Yeah.
the strength that we garner from.
But even whenever he was doing things, they would sing, they would do things to make themselves feel better.
Right.
So there's really a lot of core strength in the black race,
Absolutely.
and that's what they embrace.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And courage, and I mean, yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I wonder if the same souls continue to come back as a slave, a Native American, Irish slaver, because they have that warrior capacity. I would say yes, but we also can come back in as the opposite too. But I wanted to share really quick that in this lifetime, for me now, when I was a child, not just a child, but through my youth, I was working through what I carried from my own black slave life,
Mm-hmm.
and that was low self worth,
Mm-hmm.
my self-esteem and my worth. And so carrying that into this life is like that's what we do. We come back in, not always as the same race or the same group or whatever, but we work it out, just like you were talking about Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
We have ways to work out,
Right.
and then find the strength to overcome the low self-worth or the low self-esteem,
Whatever it
or
is that you didn't think you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then Lindsay is saying that she had a dream because you were in the the Underground Railroad. Is that what it was called? Where they were. That's what Lindsay was in. So that's why she had a dream that she was saving two women, and that's why, because you belonged to that Underground Railroad. Is that what it was called?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So talk about brave too, because
no doubt, Lindsay. Very much so, to chart a life like that.
And she was also murdered because she was doing that, and they pushed her in front of the train. So that's how she.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. See, now Lindsay, that's a perfect example right there of having past life recall through.
And you
dreams.
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anything else you want to say about that?
No, but they were subpar at the turn of the century. I don't know what that means, Deborah. I didn't get to read what she had said before. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, I digress. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
we really want to thank you guys.
Yeah.
Are just the best.
You
It's
guys
so
are.
fun to share
Yeah.
with you. We love it.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to next Wednesday. We're going to talk about Natalie Wood and maybe a few other comments.
Yeah,
that are
and do
come
that
up.
lady with the
Her birthmark.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we love you guys.
We love you.
Have
And
a
if
great
you would
week.
see us, we're throwing kisses, and you guys have a wonderful rest of the week.
See ya.